It's good to be back. Alright, just spent all day playing Pokemon, and now I'm doing all my Animal Crossing stuff at the very last minute. So, yay. Alright, I can sell these, pink flowers I have. Let's go ahead and, look over here and see if, anything has crossbred. Alright, is this orange? No, that's a white flower. That's garbage. So, I've had a very busy day. Spent a lot of time working through the, new Pokemon DLC. Not gonna lie, I thought it was fun, but I also feel that, it was lacking in a lot of, content. So, because I feel like, they put a lot of effort into it, but, I don't think that, everything on there is, like, there is not as much as there could have been. Alright, what's, turnip prices right now? 70 bells per turnip? Yep, I'm gonna have to go to a different island this week. Like, it went back down, and that means my, my peak for the week was 105 bells. So, I am in queue to go sell turnips, and, after that, I'll wait and see. And I guess I can remove these, roses over here as well. Alright, let's go get these, orange Cosmos that have been popping up. Because I need the orange Cosmos, but I don't need, anything else. Now let's see here. Oh yeah, I finally got green mums. Yes! Oh my god, finally. It only took me like 3 weeks. Alright, let's plant this here. Which means I no longer need this flower field over here. Which means I can remove it. And I now have every kind of mum. Alright. I now have every kind of tulip and every kind of mum. Now I just need, pansies and, among other things, some, what's it called? I'm forgetting the name of the, plant. Oh, pansies and cosmos and windflowers. Those are the only ones I need left. It's been a long road, but we've managed to get there. Which means I can just dig all this up and not have to care about it anymore. That's gonna feel good. Alright, let's go sell this. Oh, and another green mum right over here. That's 2 green mums in a single day. That's fantastic. So let's go ahead and start clearing this out. And now I need a new shovel. Oh, hey, Jojo. Welcome to the stream, man. I am just doing some massive, flower reorganizing because I finally grew all the mums, and now I just need windflowers, pansies, and cosmos, to finish growing and to, crossbreed what I need. Hey, Antonio. Welcome to the stream. We're just, slowly working our way through, my flower garden here. As it took me almost a month to get this batch of flowers I've been looking for. But here I am a month later with the flowers I've been looking for, and I can finally start remodeling my island soon. Because I just need 3 more flowers that have seemingly been out of my reach. So, welcome to the stream. Like, it's good to get back to this after playing Pokemon all day. This is nice and relaxing. Just digging holes with a shovel all day. I do not play Fortnite. I've played it before, but I just don't have good enough reaction times. Like, my reaction time is way too slow. So I do not play Fortnite. This game is relaxing. Like, I've come to enjoy it after playing it for almost 300 hours. Like, the big thing for me is just working on cleaning up my island right now. Like, I'd like to get to a point where I can just log on every day, do the things I need to do, and then come back for events. Because Animal Crossing is fun and all, but it is very tedious to log into this every day on a round-the-clock basis to make sure that I do all the daily chores and tasks I need to do. Not that that's a bad thing, because it gets me up and going, but there are days where I would like to play other things in the morning. And I'm only playing this so late at night because the whole Pokemon DLC was released today. And I spent the past, well, basically since noon today, my time, playing the Pokemon DLC. And while I enjoyed it, I'm kind of glad it's over because the DLC was not as impressive as the hype behind it was. Like, I feel like the DLC should have been bigger. Oh well. Like, that's just the way things go. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some reorganizing here. Because, I just cleared out this entire section here, and, it took me a lot longer than I intended on, taking. And let's, pull up my island designer here. Alright, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop down these trees over here. For the time being. Because, they're in the way of, what I want. And, of course, I break my axe. Gonna need to buy a new one. This is what happens when you have, too much stuff. Alright, move this over here. There we go. So let's go ahead and head back down to the Nook Brothers here. Buy a watering can and an actual axe. Nook Mile task. There we go. Alright, let's go chop down some trees that need to be chopped down. Hello, Terminal. Welcome back, man. Just doing some grinding on my island. So, I got good news. I no longer have to breed this massive amount of yellow mums because I got 2 green mums today. So, I no longer have to deal with the garbage that is breeding a mass number of flowers in this spot right here. Which means I can clear out some space here. And I'm doing some work on reorganizing the island here. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And let's go ahead and place this all along here. Because this is where more of my flowers are gonna go. So how are you doing, Terminal? I just got done eating dinner. Hey Galaxy, welcome back, man. Just doing some Animal Crossing. Or the crossing of animals. Whichever people prefer to refer to it by. Oh, my dinner was pretty good. I had some taco meat and some chips. I call it tacos on a budget. And I no longer need this massive amount of orange hyacinths. Oh yeah, when I finish my island, you can come and take a look at it. Hey man. It's actually pretty good. Because, one, the taco places in my area are pretty bad. All we have is a Taco Bell. Yeah, when I finish my island. All we have in my area is a Taco Bell and a Qdoba's. And Qdoba's don't serve tacos. Qdoba's serves, a variety of different food, including tacos, but it's expensive. So, it's not really budget-friendly. But it's gonna be a while before I finish my island, because, I got some things, that I'm trying to grow in, and they don't want to grow in. Alright, so let's, grab these, mums here. Because I need, all of these. My villagers? Oh yeah, I can show you my villagers. Right now I have, Ozzy, Snooty, Frida, Al, Tank, Genji, Gale, Olaf, Maddie, and Vic. And as soon as I clear up space on my island, I'm gonna be moving them around. Because the way I have them set up on my beach is not convenient. And I'm probably gonna cut down on the number of fruit trees on my island. Oh yeah, all my villagers are pretty bad looking. There's no getting around that. Like, I tried getting the good-looking villagers, but I just don't have the luck to do that. Like, at some point, I'm gonna need to go island hopping for a new villager, because one of my villagers just moved out. And I'd like to do that on stream, but I need more Nook Mile tickets to go get something actually decent. Alright, so let's, idea time. Okay, let's, remove these. I could remove these trees here. And, remove these too. And I could, move the flowers over a bit. Oh, you only have 2 villagers and you don't know how to progress? Have you paid off your house yet? Because, one of the things you do have to do is you have to, one of the things you need to do is you do need to pay off your house. You need to improve your island rating by doing things such as building the shop or, other things of that along the lines of that. Because this game really doesn't give you a lot of, advice for, improving your island. Like, it just tells you to go do things, and you're pretty much expected to figure it out on your own. Alright, so let's plant the white mums over here. Because this game pretty much just tells the players to figure things out on their own. Which isn't really helpful. Starry Sands flooring. You use flimsy axes to get the wood, and you use the... There's no point in really upgrading a fishing rod unless you want it to go longer periods without breaking. Because, in reality, the durability of your tools really doesn't matter outside of, like, gold tools. Because everything in this game breaks. Like, the gold tools have some minor effects added to them, but other than that, they aren't really worth it. Except for, like, the golden watering can. In which case, that is actually worth it, but it's a lot of effort to go through to get it. Playing the Fortnite. Alright, go ahead and, plant the red mums here. Yeah. Like, my advice is always look at, like, the videos of, like, YouTubers who have been, like, super heavily invested in this game since day one. Because a lot of the things I figured out in this game came from, like, YouTubers just giving advice offhand. As dumb as that is. Like, I'd like to say that I figured out everything in this game on my own, but no. Do you have online? Because you do have to have online. And my island is currently under construction, so... yeah. I'm also in, queue to, visit somebody else's island. Like, if you want to visit someone's island, my advice is look for somebody who is, like, looking for people to visit their island for some reason. Like watering plants or something. Because, I know for a fact that, if it was practical, I'd be having people come to my island and watering my plants. But for me, it's not. You got paid to host a fishing contest? Interesting. I wonder when the fishing contest is, during the summer here in game. The special thing about flowers is if you have enough of them, they raise your island rating. So, if you have enough, part of the island requirements for having a 5-star island is you have enough flowers to satisfy the residents, because animals like flowers and all that. Because the crazy logic behind animals in Animal Crossing and whatnot. And I need to go deposit stuff in my house. Because that's just how the animals in this game think. Like, they think, oh, hey, yeah, having these flowers makes the island a 5-star. But not really. Like, there's a lot of, like, stuff that goes into, like, determining whether an island is a 5-star island. Like, do you have enough furniture everywhere? Like, right now I'm placing these swinging benches here because I need them to be out and about, otherwise I lose part of my rating. And it is, like, part of your island, like, color-coded or something. I named my island Indiana, after where I live. I know, not very creative, but... I didn't think that... I thought that they would randomly suggest names for, like, what the island would be. But no, they, pretty much were like, oh, yeah, it's gonna be Indiana now. Like, gosh, I wish I had known that whatever name I entered was, going to be the island name. Otherwise, I wouldn't have named it that. But hindsight is 20/20, I guess. Alright, now I have to dig up a ton of my orange hyacinths, because they're in the way. You named yours Kanto? Oh, that's a rather fairly familiar name. It's like I've been there many, many times over the course of my lifetime. Yeah. But I am, basically just running out of space on my island. Like, you get to a point where you start running out of space on your island, and that's when you know you're gonna start having problems. Yeah, I can't, dig with this, sea otter right here. Yeah, totally familiar, right? Alright, now I need to go collect my pink mums. So I have enough space to collect them all and port them down here. Alright, I need my 6 pink mums over here. So I have to dig all these up. Alright, so plant the pink mums, and now all I need to do is plant the green mum, and let them grow. Oh, you have an owl named Hooter and Genji. I have Genji as well. Alright, now I need to, basically get everything over here and change things. Alright, do I have any room in my inventory? I still have 2 spaces. Yeah, like, the big thing right now is, the sooner I reorganize my island, the better. Because, I need to, open up space to, move my villager houses back onto the island. Because I basically want to be able to go in a straight line across the island and be like, bam, 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 and just be able to visit each house on the island. One after another. I have a house. After paying off the tent, you will have to pay off another debt to get the house. I know, it sucks. Tom Nook is a total extortionist. And you're not wrong. As said broke college student, I am very familiar with everything in this game. Like, people don't know what they're getting into. They don't know the heartbreaking reality of being a college student. You now know what sort of deep, dark despair you have walked into by playing this game. This is literally reality for college students, just being absolutely broke. Which does remind me, I do need to water this. And because of the way I have these flowers set up, I can just come over here and water these this way, and not have a problem. Exactly, that's the way the world works. You gotta keep working, and you can never stop working. The moment you stop working, you have to work more. That's just the way this game works. It is like it is like being stuck in a tsunami of debt. This game is a very complex metaphor for life. Like, if anything, this game is just really good at crushing people's spirits. Because, I, for one, have, always found that, Animal Crossing is good for people who really need some sort of motivation to get things done. But it is, very brutal to, new players. They are good at crushing your spirit. They are good at crushing spirits, Galaxy. Which is why your spirit feels so crushed right now. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I can move my, hyacinths over. Starting with, red. So, I'm pretty much just moving my flowers around, because I need to, move them around to make space for things I want to do. Because, I'm pretty much setting my island up for maximum profits. Do I color code? Not really. I do color coordinate, sometimes. Like, all the, wood on my island is, and stuff is primarily red-based. But that's because, red is simply my color. My preferred color. But I'm also working towards, like, a lifetime achievement award for, tools crafted. Because, every time I craft a shovel, I'm slowly, Oh, Isabelle? I do try to make things look, presentable for Isabelle. Simply because of the fact that, Isabelle likes things nice and organized and neat. Isabelle is one of those people where if there's not a ton of, if there's not some sort of semblance of organization, she gets super mad at you. Like, that's Isabelle in a nutshell. If there's, like, no inclination of, indication of, organization, she gets super mad. And it's because Isabelle isn't doing it herself. Because Isabelle is one of those people where it's like, if it's not up to her standards, she's gonna find something to nitpick about it. Like, the only reason I have all these fences on my island is because Isabelle's #1 complaint to players is not enough fences. Alright, so let's plant this here. Oh, didn't mean to plant that there. But I do like to have all my flowers, like, I can't really comment on that. I don't really know. Well, Isabelle is essentially the closest thing you have to a responsible adult in this game. So... So I'm not really sure what to make of that. And unfortunately, the game keeps trying to put stuff where it shouldn't go. Alright, what's going on with my villager over here? Well, I lost another villager. Looks like I'm gonna need to go start hunting for new villagers. Because if my villager count drops any lower, I'll lose my 5-star island. Oh no. And I can't be having that. I worked too hard to maintain this island. Why is my villager built like that? He's an anteater. Anteaters have trunks like that because they stick them down the small hole of the neck. I mean, the small hole of an anthill. And they suck the ants out of it using that little trunk they have. And then they eat the ants. It's a biology thing. And the only reason I know this is because I took a environmental science class. And that was a rather interesting lesson. Yeah, I had a lot of strange lessons in AP environmental science back in the day. Wouldn't recommend the course, but very interesting. Because from my own personal experience, I don't recommend AP courses because there's outside of like the GPA and God, what's it called? The outside of like the GPA benefits, there's not really a large benefit to taking an AP course. Like, as an educator, I like the idea of being able to take college-level courses in high school. But, as somebody who experienced them in high school, I know that it's not exactly up to standard. If anything, the AP classes are a lot harder than the actual college courses. Because from my own personal experience, I struggled more in the AP classes than I did in the actual college courses based on those classes. So I'm not exactly one to recommend AP courses all the time. Most people are like, oh, you should take all the AP courses you can. And I'm like, take a reasonable amount and make sure it's a course you can pass. Because I'm under the impression that if you're taking an AP course, you should go into the course knowing that you will be able to pass the class. If there's like a sliver of doubt, I usually recommend against taking the class. At least that's my own perspective on AP courses. Alright, so the next batch of flowers I will plant will be my tulips. Because I have a ton of tulips. And I was gonna plant trees between this, but I think my setup of just being able to freely walk between the flowers is gonna be better for me. I'll just put fences or something between them. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Because I would like to, well, one of the things I would like to do is I would like to, basically be able to, give away, like, excess flowers that I grow to, other people. But it's gonna take a while for me to get to that point. My villagers keep getting in my way. Like, whose idea was it to make it so that villagers would be just, like, so space intrusive? Because I feel like that's a major design flaw. Alright. Because it seems to me like making it so that I can't really move past my villagers is like a major design flaw. You have to unlock the island designer, which you have to get to a 3-star island and have KK Slider visit the island. In other words, you have to have the dog that plays the guitar visit your island. Ugh. Yeah, you're gonna have to, you have to make your way up to a 3-star island. It's not, it doesn't you're gonna have to recruit a ton of, you're gonna have to recruit, up to 8 villagers, to get the number you need. And you have a 3-star island. Alright, so I'm gonna push this guy out of the way. This guy is impeding progress. Alright, I'm gonna need to make another shovel. Not sure how that works, but... I had to have, 8 villagers, so... Alright, so... 1... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the rest of these tulips can, burn. I'm slowly but surely, filing away at these, tulips. And, other flowers that I don't want. So let's, place down more of the grassy paths I need. There is a mosquito right there. I'm going to catch it. I caught a mosquito. There we go. I've been trying to catch one of those for a while. Because usually they're too small for me to see. Ah. Alright, let's put these bricks down, and then I'll dig up the rest of these orange tulips. Because a lot of my work today is just gonna be moving these flowers. or selling the flowers. Alright, got 2 more spaces in my inventory. And, then I'll go ahead and move, tulips. Ow. Since I have every kind of tulip, I can move that, and then I can move my hyacinths. Alright, let's go grab my tulips. Alright, my white tulips are over here. And my red tulips are back here. And I'll figure out something to do with this, section over here. Probably put, like, a couple villager houses. And my shovel broke. At the very last moment. Which is fine. Kinda needed to happen. Alright, so white tulips are gonna go right here. Alright, red tulips are gonna go here. And there we go. And I misplaced that. Darn. Alright, I'll just go buy another shovel. I'm pretty close to being up to sell my turnips, so I do need to, hurry this along. grab my shovel. So my pink and black tulips as well as my purple tulips. Alright, let's pull up my flower chart here. Alright, so let's go gather up some pink tulips and my black tulips. Alright, where's my pink tulips? Oh, they're back here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's grab this yellow pansy up here who needs to be planted. And hopefully one of these will produce a purple pansy. No luck so far. Oh, I need my black tulips. And this windflower over here is garbage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's, nope. Plant the black tulips. Alright, and I guess I can start moving my hyacinths over here. Since I have room. Now, if Mr. C Sports over here could move out of the way, that'd be great. Alright, let's put down my brick path here. There we go. Alright, so I'm not gonna be able to really move anything with the amount of time I have. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear out some space here. I'm not gonna move anything else today, because I need to water my plants. It looks like I may have time, because this queue is moving fairly slow. So first thing we'll move is my pink hyacinths. Since they're the closest to me right now. and I got to them first. Yeah, I'm just moving out of the way of this mosquito. Nintendo should not have added in mosquitoes. Alright, make sure to grab my purple hyacinths over here. Alright, let's grab my yellow hyacinths. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and plant a couple of apple trees in a moment here. Yeah, problem with this design is, nothing wants to go in, like, super easily. Underwater wall. You know, by the time I sell these turnips, I will have streamed for a full 8 hours today. Wow. The things you do on days that games are released, or content is released. Alright, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I need to grab some fruit. Alright, so I should be able to plant this here. And I'll see if I like this in a couple days. There we go. Alright, the remaining ones. The blue and orange hyacinths. And we'll just hop on over and get the blue hyacinths. And I can focus on moving other flowers later. Alright, let's talk to, you. Alright. So these can be dug up and sold. Yeah, I do keep up with soccer, but I'm not really interested in it. But I'll let my villagers believe that. Are you kidding me? There we go. Alright, let's go, let's end my, island designer here. Since I, have done all the things I planned on doing. So let's go, hit up the, terminal. Oh, I missed it yesterday. I forgot to visit yesterday. Oh no. Oh well. Unnecessary risk. Alright, let's go ahead and water my flowers. You have to go talk to the airport people, and you have to open up your island to visitors. And you can give people a dodo code, or you can add friends who have Animal Crossing and invite them to your island. Oh, you have to have open space on your island. My advice is watch some video tutorials. Because, that's what, I did. Alright, now I'm gonna go sell my stuff. Alright, sell. Oh, that reminds me, I need to do my Nook shopping. I haven't bought the lawnmower yet. Spring vest with binoculars. Private tea. Spring blossoms. Slip-on loafers. And, I'll take the, oh, nope, I reached my limit. Alright, let's deposit all my junk into storage here. And let's start collecting turnips. Alright, I can grab 2 more from downstairs. Alright, Amazon. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna end the stream off here, because I'm about to go sell turnips, and it's been 2 hours. So, I might do some more Animal Crossing tomorrow morning, and I'll see what else I'll do.